Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Maryland man who was mistakenly deported earlier this year by the Trump administration, pleading not guilty to charges to human smuggling during the arraignment in federal court in Tennessee today. We've got immigration attorney Simon Nasir with us now. Simon, good to see you. What's the latest? Because I know that his attorney is asking that in the interim he be released.
Yeah, so he's requesting bond right now. He is currently in federal custody. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. The U.S. government, as of right now, the U.S. attorney has not filed any allegations or charges relating to the alleged gang ties or any of his prior behavior. So we'll see what ends up happening there.
All right, so we know based on this traffic stop from 2022, we saw the video. Back then, those officers that pulled him over did not arrest him. He was not charged. I imagine there's some sort of statute of limitations on something like that, clearly within the realm, because they did charge him after the fact 3 years later. Here we are again, 100 charges, federal charges of smuggling. How difficult is this case to prove? How easy is it? I mean, what is the government up against right now?
Yeah, so they just really need to prove at least one or two of them. They don't have to prove all of them. And then the biggest thing that immigration is going to be able to hang their hat on is the Lake and Riley Act, right? And so now that they've opened up that door, that he's been arrested, he's been charged with the crime, he could technically be mandatory custody as far as DHS goes. So he may get a federal bond. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to get an immigration bond, but his immigration case is most likely going to be placed on hold, because I know that DHS is watching what happens with this criminal case before they reopen and go back into his immigration case.
Okay, so let's say that he gets acquitted on this trial, whenever that happens on these charges, right? You said that there's still that immigration hold. Does that mean that even though he's acquitted on the criminal charges and technically has no conviction, he can still be deported back to El Salvador or to another country?
Well, yeah, so he can still be taken back into immigration custody. He could still be mandatory custody because of Lake and Riley. And then he's going to go back through the immigration process. His immigration case is going to have to be reopened and retried. Look, he was granted withholding of removal, so he was granted the opportunity to stay here despite being deported. So if they do want to deport him, they have to reopen his case and show that now it's safe for him to be deported back to El Salvador.
As an immigration attorney, how difficult do you see the road right now for Kilmar Abrego Garcia to remain in the United States through all of this?
Yeah, so it is an uphill battle for him, especially facing the criminal charges and then the immigration case on top of it. He's won his case with immigration before. He had a good enough case there to get past the withholding element. Even with the convictions, if he is found guilty or he pleads guilty, he'll still have an opportunity to fight his case, go through the process to try to stay in the United States. He has pending family petitions. He may be eligible for a waiver in the future. So there are options for him available. It just all depends on how this criminal case plays out.
All right, Simon Nasir there with that legal expertise. We appreciate the insight. Stay